Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Do you able to complete the assignments given in the last class? I think one or two questions given to you for solve. One is called design a FA over alphabet 01 which accept set of strings either start with 01 or end with 01. And second one is only all ones. I think. Are you able to do it?
To হল আৰু 0 আৰু 1 ৰ লগত start হয় end হোৱাটো নাই হোৱা।
সেইটো কৰিব পৰা নাই।
Sir, try কৰা হোৱা নাই, বেলেগ subject কৰি আছিলো।
Baki, what about the others? What about the others? Are you able to do it? Little, you just share your answers. Let's see. Did you try it or not? Saidur, Nilroton, Neha, what about you? Did you try? Did not tried. ऐसे कैसे होगा? What about the others? What about the others? Neha, Nilroton, Saidur. No response. Did you try or not?
Sir, ending one.
Your voice is not correct. You're not audible, Neha.
Sir,
Yes.
01 দিয়ে start কৰাটো
Ah.
কৰিছো কিন্তু নাজানো ঠিক আছে কি নাই।
শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিলেহে গম পাম।
Sir, দি আছো।
Saidur, you please check your connection because I think the rest of your classmates are able to hear me. You please check your connection. I think the rest can hear me. Am I audible or not? Hello. Yes.
Hello,
Audible.
Okay.
hello.
Yes. Everyone write this question, and you have to try right now. It's a simple one. Let's check how much you have understood how to design a finite automata. Everyone write. It is a basic one, simple one, but you have to use all your concept. Build a finite automata, FA. Build a finite automata. Build a finite automata over the alphabet. Over the alphabet A and B. A and B, which accept the following strings. Number one, BAA, BAA. Number two, AB. Number three, ABB. Now write note, no other strings longer or shorter. No other strings longer or shorter. That means you have to design three individual finite automata. Okay, three automata for these three individual strings. Okay, and this automata will accept exactly these three individual strings, not less than that, not more than that. Okay, in the previous examples, what I do, what we discussed, that we have to design a FA which accepts suppose four ones, minimum four ones. That means you can give you can give self loop or something like that, uh, because you have to satisfy the minimum criteria. A minimum four ones, or in the second position zero, fourth position one. Then rest of it we can use the length is maximum. Okay, and the length is as much as we want to design. Okay, but in this case it is restricted that you have to design a finite automata which accepts only these three individual strings. Okay, not less than that, not more than that. Okay, you try. You have 5 minutes. Do you understand or not? समझ में आ रहा है ना क्वेश्चन? No, no. First of all, you do one and share with me, and accordingly you have to complete all these three. If you can do all these three and give me the answers, or at least one and give me the answer. But always remember the length. That means the number of iteration, the number of transition function should be limited to the number of elements in the string. Onkumoni, whatever you have, I give you the input symbol 0, A, B, not 0, 1, first of all.
The previous one, starting with 0
Oh,
and 1.
okay. 0, 1. No, it's not correct. From Q1 to Q2, you use 0 and 1 both. So that means 0, 0, 1. Slight mistake.
Q1 to Q2, that one.
It should be only 1. Na? Then only 0, then 1.
Yeah.
From Q1 to Q2, you use both 0 and 1. So if you consider 0, then 0, 0, 1 or 0, 0, 0.
Yes,
Do you get my point?
yes, I got it.
Similarly, in the other way, from Q3 to Q2, again you use 0, 1. So the 1, 0.
Yes, I got it.
Now do the today's one. So this is, write your name.
I have corrected.
जिसने भी भेजा है नंबर पूरा सेव नहीं है ना मेरा, तो यू राइट योर नेम इन द पेपर. Jitul, okay. Jitul, no. The 0, 1 is incorrect, first of all. And BAA. AB. BAA. You made a slight mistake, Jitul. In case of BAA, the main root is correct. BAA. Then for Q naught, you use the input symbol A with a dead state. For Q3 also, you use dead state called Q4. And what about the Q1 and Q2? In Q1 also you have to use input symbol B. For Q2 also you have to use input symbol B. That means you have to use input symbol in each and every state. If you are not able to use the input symbol in the actual root, you have to utilize the dead state. The whatever concept you have used for Q0 and Q3, you have to use the same concept for Q1 and Q2. Do you get my point, Jitul? In case of AB also, same. You use Q0 and Q2 in dead state. But what about Q1?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay.
There will be two more sets from Q1 to Q4 with string input B, and from Q2 also there will be another input
Yes.
which leads to Q4.
Yes. That means the same concept. You use it on Q0 and Q4, Q3. Okay. But what about Q1 and Q2? Do you get? Neil Roton. Let me check. B A. No. Neil Roton. You use for BAA. So from Q0, okay, Q0 to Q1 B. then Q1 to Q2A. Okay, and for Q0 and Q1 you use the concept called dead state and use the proper arrow. Okay, if there is no arrow it will be not considerable. And in Q2 you use self loop. Self loop means, that means there is no restrictions of number of this iteration. That means it may be 1, it may be 2, or it may be 1000, it may be 100. If there is no restrictions, like exactly the length of the string is exactly same, then your finite automata will correct. But here the restriction is given that the length of the string is exactly same. That means BAA. Okay, in this in your FA it will generate BAA, but it can generate also BAA, then A, because it is a self loop. Do you get my point, Neil Roton? That's why I told I mentioned that you cannot use self loop here, because the length of the string is strictly given, that you cannot exceed, not less than this one, not more than this one. You please correct it. Then next,
Sir,
Kun.
Neha.
Oh yes, Neha.
Sir, BAA, AB আৰু ABB এটো বেলেগে বেলেগে বনাব লাগিব।
Yes, 3 individual finite automata. Next, Omkumoni, I think. You made the same mistake. Oh,
So previous diagram to
no, it was just previous to we will discuss later. Just do previous to most high zero. No, still not correct. You have to give some time. Saidur, let's see what you have done. ফটোখন অলপ ভালকে উঠাবচোন। BAA AB। Okay, you are correct. अपने आप से किए हो ना साइदुर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then
No, yes, sir.
okay, next is एक कौन है? Phone number Prosenjit. Okay, let me check. Prosenjit. How can you give two final state? First of all, in the very first class I told you that yes, you can give multiple final state. Okay, no problem. But no. First of all, for each and every state, what you have to do, for each and every state you have to use the all multiple symbols. For Q1 also you have to use A and B. For Q1 also you have to use A and B both. That means the number of input symbol, the number of transition is directly proportional to the number of input symbol. जितना इनपुट सिंबल होगा उतना ट्रांजिशन होगा हर स्टेट में. So here there are two input symbol. That's why for Q0 there are two transition function. For Q1 also there are two transition function. For Q2 also there are two transition function, and as well as for Q3 also. That's why transition function is directly proportional to the input symbol. First of all, from this point of view your FA is not correct. And for in this case, for which string you are designing, whatever as my understanding, you are designing for AB and as well as ABB. So first of all you have to design three individual finite automata for three individual strings, because there is a condition that the length of the string should be exactly same as mentioned in the question. Okay, do you get my point, Prosenjit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you correct this. Neil Roton. BAA. Okay, Nilton, now correct. Try the rest of two. Next. Saidur, your AB is incorrect. How? I have repeatedly mentioned that when you use self loop, the length of the string is not finite because you cannot control that how many times the self loop will occur. It may occur single time, it may occur multiple times. So, but here in this question, the length of the string is strictly mentioned that it should be AB, not more than or less than AB. So, if you use a self loop, it may be AB, it may be ABB, it may be ABBBBBB dot dot dot.
Okay, sir.
Okay, your dead state concept is correct, but since you put self loop, your DFA is not correct. And second answer, or third, it may be same, but you have to draw. 3D. BA. Okay, but you have not mentioned the input symbols from Q1 to, oh sorry, Q0 to Q4, Q1 to Q4, Q2 to Q4, and Q3 to Q4. You have to mention the input symbols. Simply giving the arrow is not enough. You have to mention the input symbol. Like suppose simply sitting in the bus is not enough. You have to buy the tickets. So similarly. Now the tool. Okay, now is correct. So I think all of you will get some basic idea about the designing of finite automata. So why it is finite automata? Now do you get the point which is mentioned in the definition that some predefined steps are there. So suppose you want to travel from Q0 to Q3, you can take multiple route, but in each and every route, the number of steps you have to travel, it is predefined. Am I correct? Okay, everyone complete all these three. So I think you got the idea. Complete all these three. Okay, let me check Newton. Newton. Question 2 and 3. A, B, B, A. Newton in A, B, you use Q3 as a dead state. For dead state itself, you have to utilize the both the symbol. Okay, you can use the self loop. For dead state, everyone use self loop. That means from dead state you cannot travel to another state. But dead state is also a state which execute the input symbols. Okay, you cannot move to the another state, but within the state you have to utilize the input symbol. So for Q3 in question number 2, Neil Ratan, you have to use the self loop for both input symbol A and B. In question number Q3, question number 3 also, in case of Q4, you use Q4 as a dead state and use the arrow. Okay, from Q0 you are traveling to Q4, you have to use arrow. Otherwise, how can you know that from you are traveling from Q0 to Q4 or Q4 to Q1? Okay, and in question number 3, for Q4 you have to use self loop. Correct it. And this one for 3D BAA, okay, correct. 3D first one is correct. Second one AB, BA, second one is correct. And this one for Neha, the first one is BA. You made the same mistake. I have repeatedly mentioned there, since the length of the string is finite, you cannot use self loop in the final state. The rest is correct. But if you use the self loop, Neha, listen carefully. If you use the self loop in a final state, the strings become BAA then A, either BAA then B. Okay. Self loop means the Q3, in Q3, more symbols are adding in the existing state, existing string. So you have to use the dead state concept in Q3 also, or in question number 2 in Q2 also, in question number 3 in Q3 also. Please correct
এইকেইটা
this.
গোটেই ডেট ষ্টেটত যাব হেৰি Q4 ফাৰ্ষ্টত টু Q4 যাব
Q4 যাব
আৰু
গোটেইকেইটা, everyone from Q3 also Q4, Q2 also Q4 and Q3 also Q4. For both A and B, from the final state you travel to a Q4 state which is considered as a dead state. Is it clear to you? বুজি পাইছানে এতিয়া? না কারেক্ট করা, এটা কারেক্ট করা. Then Saidur, I think. Okay, correct. Wilson. Wrong. I am not explaining again. Wilson, you try. I am repeatedly explaining the same thing more than 6 to 7 times. Wilson, you try it again, okay? Because first of all, I'm repeating the theory that since the length of the string is fixed, not less than this one, not more than this one, you cannot use self loop in the actual route, which is used for start state to final state. That's why you have to use the concept of dead state. And always remember, for every state you have to perform the transition function for both or all the input symbol. If there are two input symbol, two transition functions for, or two transitions for each state. If input symbol is 3, there are 3 input symbol, there are 3 transition for each state. And you have to remember these things. Okay? Any confusion from anyone? Any confusion? Anyone? Any query? No query.
মই এতিয়ালৈকে সাবমিট কৰা নাই
Ankumani, you have not submit.
নো স্যার
Why?
স্যার লাষ্টত সেলফ লুপ দিম নে নিদিম
নোৱাৰা দিব,
Last
কাৰণ self loop দি দিয়াৰ লগে লগে এইটো length infinite হৈ যাব ন, the length become infinite because there is no control on self loop, that how many time it will execute, there is no control. That's why you have to use the concept of dead loop, dead state. Yes, because see, dead state is also a state. Like suppose if you have a spare tire, na? In cars, in every car there is a spare tire. Okay, the spare tire is also a tire. When you refill the air in spare tire, you have to check the air, but only the 4 wheels which is attached with the car is moving, is rotating when you drive the car. But the spare tire is also a tire which also need air. So similarly, dead state is also a state which is used to complete your finite automata. But since from dead state you cannot move to another state, like suppose from start state or from intermediate state as well as from final state, you can travel to another state using any kind of input symbol. But from dead state you cannot move to another state. That's why it is dead state. That means once you reach the dead state, that is the dead point. From here you cannot move to any other state. But in the fundamental condition, when you are designing a FA, in the fundamental condition it is mentioned that for each and every state you have to utilize the input symbol. That's why in case of dead state you have to use a self loop for all the input symbols so that it will satisfy the fundamental condition of designing the finite automata. Is it clear, Niloton?
এটা
কি কৈছা?
স্যার পঠাই দিছো এতিয়া
Okay,
সলিউশন
so okay, I will check it. Let me check. No need to use Q5. You can use both the input symbol to reach the state called Q4. Ankumani? Okay, that means from Q3 to Q4, in one time you use A, in another time you use B. No need to use two dead state. মানে তুমি এটা ইনপুট সিম্বল ইউজ কৰি দুটা বা তিনটালে যাব নোৱাৰা, ঠিক আছে? বাট এটা
আচ্ছা।
ষ্টেট পাবলৈ তুমি 2টা 3টা 4টা ইনপুট চিম্বল ইউজ কৰিব পাৰা
sir, বুজি পালো।
No, I have not used I have used the self loop in the dead state. আৰু যদি কৰা নাই কিবা কাৰণত by mistake it will be like this. But you have to use the self loop in dead state. If I have not mentioned it by mistake it will be
Yes, sir, self loop থাকি গৈছে হয়।
থাকি গৈছে by mistake থাকি গৈছে চাগে but it should be there.
Oh,
By mistake it will
okay, sir, I have corrected.
Neil Ratan wrong. Okay, I have a meeting from 12. Okay, I have to leave now. Okay, you go through all the notes and from Google you search some questions and try yourself. Okay, then your concept will be more clear. Okay.
Okay, sir.